Hi, my name is Rachel, and I'm going to take you through the course on preparing to write a research paper. In this course, we will discuss some important aspects that you need to consider before you begin designing a research project. This course will also be a guide for you to plan and prepare to write your research and submit it to a journal for publication. We will also share some insight on what information you should note down as you conduct your experiments and how you can plan your writing process. We will then move on to academic writing styles and share practical tips on writing effective sentences. In this section, we will look at reading articles from your subject area and how it can help you design your own research. These articles can also act as examples for you to familiarize yourself with writing styles, as well as indicate the presentation and language conventions of your field. So, when you're writing your own articles, it can be helpful to reread articles from a different perspective, not only as a reader seeking knowledge, but also as a writer seeking practical guidance on how to write an original article for an international peer-reviewed journal. Improving clarity. As an author, your main objective should be to make the broad impact of your study clear to your readers. Giving adequate information is important to engage the reader's attention towards your study. As you read articles when performing your own research, think about the way in which this information is presented in these articles. In fact, ask yourself the following questions when reading an article. From the papers you have read, which ones are clear in helping you understand their content? Are the titles and abstracts in those papers written in an engaging and informative manner? Are their data presented differently from other papers? Avoiding jargon. In research papers, the use of subject-specific acronyms, jargon, and obscure references and terminology can make reading a paper difficult to understand. You may find that the papers you are reading are hard to understand because they feature too much jargon. Be wary of this aspect while writing for your own paper too. As a practice, always ensure that you are adhering to the conventional usage of your field. Do not skim over any jargon-heavy content, as this definitely will impair your reader's understanding of the relevance of your study. Charts, figures, and tables. Charts, figures, and tables are a great way for a researcher to convey complexities and important findings. Scanning the visual elements of a paper should quickly give your readers some clear information about the findings. So, when writing a research paper, always check whether the figures and tables you have used are the best representation of the aims of the study and whether they properly reinforce the results. A very good practice is providing additional data as supplementary information because the details complement the data provided in your study. Materials and methods. The methods section is key to the integrity of a paper. It is important for any researcher to verify the repeatability and criticality of any study. Also, this section is critically reviewed by researchers to understand newer techniques, which may actually have acted as a lead for researchers to read a specific study. As you read this section, keep specific questions in mind. What was the main hypothesis? Is it clearly stated? Do the variables suitably measure what the hypothesis suggests? Could you recreate the experimental process with the details provided? Are there any potential ethical issues? Do you still have questions about what the author did? The results section is utilized to just provide the results of your study. So, in the results section, you should consider the following. Do the main findings directly answer the research question? Was each variable suitable addressing in the finding? Do the figures and tables present a clear picture of the results? Conclusion. When reading the discussion of the results and the conclusions of a study, Do the authors adequately explain the significance of their findings? Are you left wondering how it relates to the existing knowledge? Do the authors suggest what should happen next to investigate the topic